So you're into both the API and UI testing, is it? Or just
Yeah,
UI testing? Both.
yeah. So
So
yes,
how many years into API and
yeah.
how many
So
years into
recently
UI?
I got to work on API testing also. Like it's been 7 to 8 months of experience I have in API testing also, and I have
Okay.
like 1.5 year in manual and 1 year in automation testing.
Okay. And uh, okay. So what is your roles and responsibility in
So like finding defects and all, like first whenever we get requirements, so we
Mm,
analyze that requirement, we based on that requirement, I write the test cases, a test scenario, and review the test cases and all, and then I write the testing scripts also, and then I execute the script, find bugs and defects, and report them to the respective developers. After that,
mm.
we also perform like regression testing, whether the bugs are fixed or not, and then we release the yeah.
Okay. You review your test cases by yourself or you ask someone to review your test cases?
Test cases review is the process like we can do with the colleague also. There is team lead. We can perform with there also. We can perform like peer review also.
Okay. Um, so you're into API, UI. So what all tools do you use for the API?
We are using
What do you mean?
Postman, and
Hmm.
for the documentations, we are using Swagger.
Swagger. Okay.
Yeah.
And for automation purpose, in Postman you do it manually, but for automation, what tools do you
So
use?
right now I'm working on like manually, like I used to
Uh,
like Postman, and
mm,
for like automate the rest short, like if we have multiple thousands of test cases and all, so we go with the
mm.
rest short.
Rest assured.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Okay. So and into UI, what tools you use for the UI and what language you use for the UI?
Yeah, so we are using like Selenium with Java to write the
Mm,
scripts and all to automate the test cases that we have written.
mm. Okay. Okay. So like if you want to prepare a request payload, so how do you prepare? If
What?
you have
Sorry?
if you want to prepare a request payload
Yeah.
for an API, how do you prepare?
So we have like Swagger documentation. There are like need every details there is like in Swagger documentation. We can get that, and
Mm,
if anything we have to perform like get request we have to perform. So we can directly
mm,
put that into get request and paste that the link that we have copied. We can paste
mm.
there, and we can save and we can run that. And after that, we can also see whether the response time and response status code are fine or not. We can check headers and body.
Okay, Komal. So you came to like I mean status code and other things and all. So what all the HTTP methods you are using for the I mean API testing?
Yeah, so we have post to create the database, and we have get request to retrieve the data, and we also have like patch and put to update the data, and we have delete, and we also have head and option.
Okay. So what is the difference between a patch and put?
Put are used to like when we have to update the whole data. So that time we have to
Mm.
use that put, and we can update the partial data also. So using patch, we can use like update the partial data.
Okay. Partial. Okay. And what all the status codes you use to get in response in API?
Yeah. So whenever it's like there are series of status code. There are multiple status code. I will tell you one by one. So there are like 200 is a
No, what
series
you
of
usually get? You usually get when you're doing
yeah.
testing. What you
Yeah,
came across?
yeah. So we have like 302. that is like found. We have 201, it is like created. If I use post request, so that time I can get like created, and 202 is like accepted, and this kind of. And we have like client side error also, and there is like a server side error also. So like not found
So
is
what
like
do you get for
usually
client side?
a
No,
client.
client side, what is the status code you get, and server side,
Yeah.
what status code you get?
Yeah, so these are like four, not series, like these are like client side errors and so all. So we can get like 402 like payment request and all. So and 401 is like unauthorized if I use
Mm,
any authentic authorization and all. It's
mm,
invalid or like it's expired. So that time I can get like now 401, and there is like
mm.
403 also, that is like forbidden. So I have not like I'm not allowed to do that that kind of status code is like. And we have like 404, that is like
And for
not found.
server side, I'm sorry for
uh,
interrupting.
yeah.
Server side, what kind of errors?
Yeah, so it is like 500, that internal server error, and 502 is like a bad gateway, and 505 is like timeout.
Okay, yeah, common. And so, what are your different types of auths you use in for API testing?
Yeah, so there is like a barrier token, we have basic authorization and basic auth, and we have
Mm,
auth 1, auth 2, and we also
mm,
have like barrier key and all, token key, sorry. So that
mm.
what we are using for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. Then, can you tell difference between this authorization and authentication?
Yes. So authorization means like what kind of authorization we have to avail that particular request or response and all. So like username and password, this kind of thing. And authentication means after the authorization, what kind of access we have to perform the particular functionality.
Okay. It is other way around, I think so.
Yeah, I might say
Okay.
that wrong.
Okay. See, now you have a Java object. You need to I mean JSON object, and you need to convert to Java object. How will you do it
JSON
in your
object and
automation?
Java
Yeah,
object.
JSON object to Java. Do you
Yeah,
know serialization and deserialization?
yes. We can use like a deserialization process and or JSON using Pojo class, if I'm not wrong.
Pojo class. Apart from this, any other way you'll do it?
If I'm not
Pojo
wrong,
class.
there is, yeah, there is like
Uh,
JSON
uh,
object by
JSON
use,
object.
yeah.
Can you write the statement in the chat how you'll do it if you know JSON
Like
object? How do you convert JSON object to Java?
yeah, there is like code, right? I'm not sure
Mm,
about that actually.
okay. Uh, it's all about the API. We'll come back to Java class, Java, mm, and then I'll go back to Selenium. Okay.
Okay.
Mm. So, what are the different types you're using in the Java, and based on their, I mean, capacity, I mean, storage capacity, can you order them, write it down?
Sorry,
Different
pardon me.
data types, different types of data type,
Data types, yeah.
yeah,
So we have
and
primit, yeah, sorry.
based on the capacity, storage capacity. So, can you write them in ascending order?
Yeah, so in the chat box or
Yeah,
just,
you just tell me.
yeah, so we have like primitive data type and non-primitive data type. We have byte, and we have
Mm,
short, we have char, we have boolean, we have also like integers. The main is like integer, and we have like non-primitive data type, in that we have array, string.
mm. Arrays and strings. Okay. So, what is the difference between loading and overriding?
Overloading and
Method
overriding.
overloading.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
method overloading and method
Yes.
overriding.
So these are like types of like polymorphism in Java. So we use like whenever we have like multiple methods with same name, but the arguments are different, like parameters are different. So that time we call it as a method overloading. And method overriding is like when we have multiple classes, and under that classes we have same method, but like the same parameters also and same method also. That time we call it as a method overriding.
Okay. Fine. So how do you declare a non-static method? Non-static method.
We have to create an object of that class to achieve, like we have to
Okay.
create that.
Consider class. You're calling some non-static method class. How are you calling it? Can you write it down
Yeah,
in the
sure.
chat?
So like class name we have to write, and the variable reference variable, I will just write R, and otherwise temporary I will take the temporary, and then we have a new keyword, and then again class name. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Kamal. Mm, okay. What are the ways you followed for handling exceptions, Kamal?
Yeah, so there are like try catch block also, we can handle that exception. But before that, I will
Mm.
see whether the index or like index I have provided is right or wrong, or like sometimes it might happen that the index is wrong and all. So I get this kind of exceptions, or I will check the like sometimes browser is much faster than the like driver, so I will apply some weight, and if still the exception occurring, I will go with the try catch block.
In case of file issues or something, what you'll do?
What? Sorry, your voice is.
File issues, file
So
not
we
found or something
yeah,
like.
so we have to throw an exception, like
What kind of exception you throw it?
file. Yeah, there is like file not found exception, so we have to
Mm.
throw that.
Okay. IO exception or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Different types of modifiers, access modifiers, right?
Yes, yes.
So
So we
different. Can you tell modifiers and their access? Like if you have private, what is the then limit to access
yeah.
the variable or a method?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we have like a private, public, and default and protected
Mm,
access specifier, and the
mm.
public access specifier have like throughout the project, and private have like within the class and all, and protected and default have like throughout the package.
Mm. Okay. So for uh, carrying out exceptional handling, I mean, sorry, encapsulation.
Encapsulation, yeah.
So what modifier? Yeah, what modifier we have to use? Access modifier.
Sorry, encapsulation. In
Yeah,
encapsulation
for
means
achieving encapsulation.
we use like
For achieving.
private, yeah, so
Oh,
achieve the
okay.
encapsulation concept in Java, so we have to use private access
Okay.
specifier.
Okay. Come. Yeah. Thank you. Um. Next, we'll come back to Selenium.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So, what is the difference between this find element and find elements?
Find element will like get only one element, that is the expert is locating, and find elements will give us the list of elements that are into that, that are
Okay.
available into this. Yeah,
Okay.
we store file elements
How are you
into list of, yeah, sorry.
Okay. How are you handling drop downs in Selenium?
We have select class to handle the drop downs. We create an
Mm.
object of that class, and we have multiple methods like select by visible text, select by index, select by value. By using this, we can handle the drop downs.
Select clause or action clause?
Uh, Yeah, so to handle the drop down, we use select class, and to handle the mouse or keyboard actions, we use action class.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, so you used testng also. How are you handling this parallel execution using testng?
Like in TestNG XML file, we can give multiple parameters and all. So we can give like which test we have to parallelly execute. If there is an suit, or we can instance level, we can execute parallelly. We can execute class level, and so in that we can give which test we have to execute. So that will execute parallelly.
Okay. Okay. So welcome. I have sent you a string, Komal. Can you retrieve the duplicates from the string using collections?
Hello, Java.
Yeah, yeah. So you can use online Java compiler if you are having access.
Yeah, sure.
With, parallelly the screen also.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah, Java compiler.
Mm. So retrieve all the duplicates from the string using collections like hash map or as.
Yeah, yeah.
Line number six, you're creating an object, right? Is there any issue with line number six? Map string comma integer map, and you're creating without assignment operator.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me check.
It's line
I
number
have to.
777. 7,
Mm,
there is no assignment operator.
I have to use the split method actually. Yeah.
There's no equal sign in the 7, Shivagni.
Mm?
For creating object. Where are you creating object in 7? Line number 7.
Yeah.
Map. Map equals to is there.
Yes, yeah.
It's there. Equals to new hash map.
Yeah.
It is there, is it? I'm not able to see it.
Oh, what? Sorry.
In the line number 7,
Yeah.
map
Map.
string comma integer map, and
Yeah.
should be there equal sign, right? It is there.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah. Actually.
It is there. I'm not able to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah. The equal to sign is this is right actually.
I'm
I
not
need
able
to
to see. That's the
get.
reason. Okay. No, no. Why are you splitting actually? Integer. So map
So
dot contains keys equals to true. Okay, it is going inside and you're
yeah,
putting it, but somehow something is wrong there still.
yeah,
Then again else, how it will return duplicate Shivagni, and where is return?
yeah. Wait. But still, I.
Okay. Shivagni, can I extend your time? I'll ask you one more program.
Sure.
Okay.
I will
I'll
do
give you
same.
a
Yeah,
hmm?
yeah, yeah.
What happened?
No, no, no.
Okay. I'll give you a string and a number. Can you check whether it is a palindrome or not?
Calendar. Okay.
This is the
Yeah.
this is the number and this is the string. Just check whether it is palindrome or not. You know palindrome, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So when you reverse a string or a number, it has to be the same as whatever you're giving input.
Mm.
Use the scanner class, okay? For inputting, use scanner class.
Scanner class.
Yeah. Scanner S is equal to new scanner, then it will ask for the input, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
however you're comfortable you give.
Is it okay if I take direct string?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Shivagni. Meanwhile, so what is the duration of your sprint, Shivagni?
Sorry.
What is the duration of your sprint? Sprint
Yeah, yeah. It's like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're following agile methodology only, right?
yeah.
Okay. See, Shivagni, how good are you in adapting new things, to learn new things and working on? Because we are not using open source tools.
Yeah.
We'll be using a tool which is very conserved actually. I mean, you won't get the information anywhere for working. I mean, for the
Yeah,
logics
yeah.
and other things.
Yeah, yeah.
So how good are you in adapting new things and working?
So, like, I believe in continuous learning and continuous adapting new things and all. So,
Mm.
yeah. So,
See, we are working on a different
yeah,
framework called Karate
yeah.
and Cucumber.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm like,
Okay. So how good are you in learning these things and adapting? Because we don't have time within 2 or 3 months. You need 2 months at least. You need to learn this, and should start picking up.
yeah. So it will be like hard for the time being and all, but I can manage that
Mm,
actually. Yeah. So
mm. Okay, sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.